Welcome to another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. I'm Steve Gamache, and what we have this time is the Kato Ginsan Gyuto 210mm knife. Nice short name. So the way that this knife is constructed, it's all stainless. It uses a core steel known as Ginsan or Ginsanko or Silver 3 stainless steel. It is a conventional fine-grained stainless steel that is wonderful for kitchen knives. It sharpens up fantastic, has decent edge retention. It's just a very, very good kitchen knife steel. It's excellent. And the heat treat's typically 61 Rockwell approximately on these. It has soft stainless cladding on either side of that core steel. So it's all stainless, very easy maintenance. Really cool looking blade. As you can see, a nice Kasumi finish from the grind where the blade flats go down and it gets ground towards the edge, which is nice and thin, by the way. Extremely nice looking knife. The weights and dimensions can vary a little bit on knife to knife, but this particular one is 148 grams or 5.2 ounces. The edge length is 215 millimeters or 8.5 inches, so pretty generous size there. And the overall length is about 14 inches, or right on the money with this handle. Spine thickness, these have a little bit of thickness coming out of the handle, but then they thin out pretty quick. The thickness I got on this one is about 3¼ millimeters at the back of the heel. And then about halfway down, I measured it about 2.2 millimeters. And it still thins up just a little bit off of there, called the distal taper. But then the grind is pretty generous where it comes from the blade flats down towards the edge. And so the tip especially has got a pretty generous grind right there. And our camera here, you can see it's nice and thin at the tip, beautifully ground, and then it's also nice and thin at the edge as well. So this knife is an excellent performer. It's a good balanced combination of stiffness, a little bit of spine thickness, some nice feel on the cutting board, but with very good performance as well. Blade height is 47.5 on this sample, so plenty of space for your fingers on the cutting board. You've got a gentle curve here in the back of the blade called the choil into the neck, and you've got a good spot for a pinch grip there. Balance-wise, different handles can affect things differently, but with this particular handle on it, there's your balance point, and for me that's pretty close to a pinch grip. Maybe the balance point slightly in front of a pinch grip for me with my hands, but what that does is give you a little bit of weight forward balance bias, which helps it kind of feel like you have a little power behind it, a little meat behind it. The handle is a nice looking octagonal maple handle with a really kind of a brown, they call it black pack of wood, but this is kind of a brown color pack of wood, stabilized wood product. Got a nice seal job here where it goes into the handle, and nice fit and finish on that handle. Out of the box edge is a nice 6 out of 10 on my scale, so it's a pretty nicely crafted edge out of the box. You can see this is a very nice looking knife. The Nishiji Finish on it, which means pear skin, is the style of this blade, and it has kind of a mottled finish on it, known as Nishiji or pear skin. The kanji is laser engraved, but it sticks out pretty nice in the right lighting, easy for me to say. So it does pop out pretty well. And then here is the left side of the blade as you'd be holding it. There's no labeling on here, but just a nice job on the fit and finish on these. So really nice fit and finish. You've got good clean grinds, nice straight blades. They're well crafted. They've got a good polish here to the spine, and they've got a nice polish, really nice polish here. Taking some time to do that. It does take time, and not everybody does that. So they've got a nice polished, rounded choil into the neck. So super comfortable, super nice finish just right out of the box. This again will be a good balanced performer. Anything else on my list? I think that's it for now. So let's do the cutting board. I believe you check the webpage. I think these also either are or have been marketed under the Kanehiro name. I've got one of the Santokus from this line, and it's just a really great knife. So this is an excellent line of knives. And they've been around a while, just a different name. And just a good solid choice. So you can see the edge profile. This has a good combination of a flat area in the back third. Flows super nice into that stop. Just rocks into that stop nicely. The tip's not super low, but not super high either, so I'll get in there. It's going pretty high. I'm getting up there before I start digging the tip in. So this will rock really well over kind of medium stuff on down, size-wise. And good push-pull cuts. You could do some glide cuts with it, tip draws with it. Really versatile edge profile. So this is quite a versatile blade. Again, all stainless, looks fantastic. The steel sharpens up great. Holds a decent edge. You know, nice edge. It's not one of the super steels or powdered metallurgy steels, but it's one of the nicest conventional fine-grained stainless steels out there for kitchen knives. So this is the Kato Ginsan Gyuto 210mm knife.